Time to get down to business. Getting ready to cook me the best fish by using okra, fresh okra from the garden, and some peppers, Corbaci peppers. Shh, don't tell my wife I did this. So here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using for my baked fish. And so I have my tomatoes, my habanero, and I also have some of these Corbacis. Now, I'm curious how this tastes, so you don't have to use this. I'm just curious how it's going to taste with the fish. So I've got the bell pepper, and I have my onions that I'm going to cut up in the fish, and my okra, fresh from the garden, and some butter. And I'll give the measurements. And of course, you know, black people, we don't do measurements. But I got the black bell pepper, mixed herbs, minced garlic, and the lemon. And I'm going to use some sunflower oil. And of course, salt. So now I'm thoroughly washing it, making sure all my veggies are clean. Yes, beautiful. I'm going to cut the onions. Yes, I can taste it already because I love me some onions. I'm gonna put it in my blender cup, and I'm gonna get my other onions. This one that I'm cutting up, I'm not gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay, I'm not gonna blend those, but I'm gonna do the same with the bell pepper. I'm gonna cut up my bell pepper. Of course, you know, you got to take the core out with the seeds, cut them up. One part I'm going to put in the blender, and the other part I'm going to put on my fish. Cut them up nicely, and then you just dump some in your blender cup. Get ready for blending. Put all your ingredients in there and just put some to the side. And I'm cutting up my okra. Yes. I can just taste the flavors already. And then I'm going to cut up my habanero. I take some of the seeds, not all of the seeds, but I'm going to take some of the seeds out because I don't want it too hot. I want some kick, but not too much. Then I'm gonna try this Corbaci, see how it works well with the fish. I'm confident that it's gonna taste well because the smell of it is grand. Cut them up, and I'm gonna put some in the blender and some, and the other section I'm gonna put aside, along with my other veggies, with the okra, the onions, and the bell peppers. Okay. So I cut up tomato. And I pretty much do the same thing. Look how vibrant that tomato is. I'm gonna put some in the blender, and a little bit I'm gonna put to the side. Yes. So here's my seasonings. My black pepper, just a little bit. You know, black people, we don't measure. Mixed herbs, and I'm gonna put some minced garlic paste in there. I won't say minced garlic, but garlic paste, I meant to say. Yes, and some butter. I could just taste it. And I'm gonna put some salt. Yeah. Y'all, I'm having a good time with this. Trying not to do too much salt because I'm trying to get my blood pressure down. As far as my blood pressure, this is what I'm working with, 135 over 85. The top number could be a little lower. So I'm getting there, losing the weight, trying to eat healthy. Sometimes we have our cheat days, but sometimes we don't. We try to eat healthy as we can and lose this weight. So I'm gonna put some oil inside the blender cup. Just look at how it just drizzled. All so nice and lovely, baby. Ah, yeah. So I get it in that cup, the blender cup. Then I'm gonna get some lemon. I'm gonna use half of the lemon. The other half I'm gonna put away, and then I'm just gonna squeeze it in my blender cup with all the rest of the ingredients. Put my top on, and it's just about ready for blending. Now, here comes the blend. Come on. Y'all dance in there. Come on, dance in that cup. Yeah. So I get a little oil on the foil that I'm gonna put my fish on so that it doesn't stick to the foil, because sometimes if you leave it in too long, it can stick or burn or stick to the bottom. I had that happen last time. So I got my special blend. I'm gonna put some inside the fish and just rub it around in the fish. And then I'm gonna put all my veggies in the middle, the okra, the onions, the pepper, the Corbaci pepper, everything. I'm just gonna put it in there. Put me some of the blend over the top. Now I put some slits on the side of the fish so the flavor can get down in the fish. And then where I put it in the belly, the opening, I put some of my blend mix in it. Now I'm gonna put it on the other side of the fish. And I'm just gonna kind of rub it around and just get all those flavors in there. Now this is Chunga fish. It's better to use red snapper. But now here comes the sexy part. All the ingredients working together. All things work together for good to those that love the Lord. Yeah, and that's scriptural. So I put all the blend on there, and I get my foil, seal up the edges of it, because I'm gonna put it in the oven, make sure none of the juices spill out of it. And I'm ready to rock and roll. Yes, this is gonna be wonderful. And this is where the fun begins. Oh, it smells so good. It was so good. Hallelujah. Left a little longer than I anticipated, but it still turned out great. Just look at the onions, look at the flavors and the colors of tenderness of this fish. Got to be careful with the bones, but it looks and smells so good. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Woo. Boy, that's so good. I want to slap somebody. Mama. Ooh. Oh, I see a mama I want to slap. I'm finna slap her right now. That's so good. That fish good. Hadouken!
What? You done lost your mind? That fish ain't that good. Stay out of my garden.
Oh, man.